Hi, welcome back to IELTS IQ. Today we have a brand new speaking part 2 task card. So please get a pen, get a notebook, and let's jump right in. Okay, our topic for today is describe a piece of furniture in your home. I think that's not too difficult. We should all have something like a chair or a sofa or a bed. So start thinking of what you're going to talk about. Points to talk about are what it is, of course, what material it's made of, who bought it, and explain how you feel about it. Not too difficult. Below you can see how I usually lay out my notes in this kind of grid pattern. Feel free to do your notes however you like, whatever works best for you. But do keep it to key words, okay? Don't write any sentences. So right now, guys, maybe pause the video, jot down some notes for your talk. Okay. So here is the vocabulary that I'm going to use in my talk. Again, you may want to pause the video here and quickly jot down the words in red. Going through the list, we have antique. That Q-U-E gives us that K sound. Antique sounds really nice, right? Centerpiece. Very common piece of vocabulary when we're talking about furniture, especially in a living room or a kitchen. Oak, a type of wood that we have in abundance in the UK. It's quite expensive and very strong. Or, using the next word, sturdy. Very nice word to describe furniture. Elegant, not elegant. Make sure we have that strong G sound. Elegant. Renovate. Durable. All really great pieces of vocabulary for furniture. Aesthetic. I'll be using the adverb phrase aesthetically. Really nice pronunciation. We've got that s and t. Aesthetic. I really like this word. Intimate. Intimate. Withstood the test of time. Very nice again for talking about furniture. Sentimental value. Maybe something that somebody bought for you or a grandparent passed down to you. Okay, so before we jump into my sample, let's go over a study plan for vocabulary. So it's incredibly important that when we learn vocabulary or grammar, that we use it. Like just now we've gone through a list of vocabulary. I hope you try to use some of them. But that's really not enough. We also need to repeat it, okay? It's no good writing down a word or learning a piece of grammar if you're not repeating it the next day, the next week, or the next month, okay? We write things down so we can come back to them later, so that we can repeat them, okay? Once we learn it, we use it, we repeat it, then we achieve it. Then we have it. It's stored in here, okay? So remember, learn, use, repeat, achieve. Okay, let's jump into my sample. So today I'd like to tell you about my family's antique wooden dining table, which has become a centerpiece in our living space. One sentence, right? It's short and to the point. I have what I'm talking about in my introduction. Antique wooden dining table. I have a connecting word, which, And here I'm using the present perfect tense, which has become a centerpiece in our living space. So practice your introduction. Maybe you could copy my introduction and change the details. The table is large enough to seat 8 people comfortably, 3 along each length and 1 at each end, and is made of high quality oak with thick legs, which makes it both sturdy and elegant. Okay, so very simple description of this table so far. You've already got an image in your head of people sat around, right? This is what part 2 is like, kind of like a story. You're telling a story about the topic. It was bought by my parents about 5 years ago when they renovated the dining room, though we believe it's from the early 20th century. My father wanted something durable as well as aesthetically pleasing, and the natural wood grain gives it a timeless feel. Okay, let's have a look at this phrase in blue. It was bought by my parents. What grammar am I using or utilizing here? That's right, the passive voice. If you guessed it, well done. Instead of saying my parents bought it, I'm swapping the order, which we call passive voice, and I'm going to basically swap the object and the subject around. So we change the order. Sounds really good. And you guys should be using this already. If you're watching this video, you should already know about passive voice. We have renovate with an ed, renovated. We have aesthetically pleasing, that lovely pronunciation. Make sure you're practicing that and using this vocab in your talk. Durable and timeless feel, right? So making it feel as if it looks great in any period of time. Also, I love its versatility. It's where we eat meals, but also where I work and read. If we didn't have this table, I'm sure our family gatherings would feel less intimate because it creates a space where we can connect. Another reason I appreciate it is that it's withstood the test of time. Despite daily use, it still looks new, proving how well made it is. And for me, it's more than just furniture. It holds sentimental value, since I have so many fond memories with it. Alright guys, versatility from my vocab list. Intimate, withstood the test of time, lovely phrase. Fond memories, sentimental value, really sounds good together. Some of you may hear that I'm also contracting a lot of my phrases. This is something you should be doing if you're looking for a 7+ in IELTS speaking. Okay, our conclusion. All in all, this dining table is a perfect combination of practicality, beauty, and emotional significance. It's definitely my favorite piece of furniture at home. Okay, there we go. So you may want to pause the video here, practice reading my script. Remember to time yourself and see how long does it take you. Okay, this should be spoken in around 2 minutes if you have a nice steady flow and are not racing through it like many people do. Alright, so that brings this episode to an end. Remember, practice, okay? Use the vocabulary, repeat it, and achieve it. See you next time. Goodbye.